Morning guys, it's the day after. So we've just chucked up, we put the one in the centre first. So we've had to get that sort of dead square using our Pythagoras' theory, one of those things I learnt at school. That's the one there that we've laid it in nice and square, and then we've just got to work all the ways off. So what we've done is we've marked 450 all the way along, that way and all the way there, and then we can just start chucking them all up and then getting them in place, and then we can just make sure they're directly right and screw them in. We've noticed that the back wall is a little bit off, like 10 or so mil that we found out, so I don't know if that affects anything later with the floorboards, but I don't know, we'll sort something out later. So anyway, we'll get going and just start sticking them up as we go along. All right, so all the floor joists are just put up in there in position. So Talon's given us a hand with that. I think he's enjoyed it too, seeing how to do things, different jobs, different things. Like, I don't even know, I think they're called steel fixers or something, but most of the time these guys are on the really big, commercial, sheds and stuff like that put all this up and work all that out. So it's very hard to get them, to pull them off those jobs where they might be on there for 2-3 weeks, to pull them off to come to this, little warehouse for beautiful plumbing. So yeah, I don't know, couldn't get anyone else, so did it myself, and I don't know, I'm pretty proud of how it's all turned out. A couple of the joists were too long, so about 10 of them, so I had to cut like 10 mil, which was annoying to cut the last bit off so it wasn't so tight, but other than that, it's turned out great. So the only thing I've got to do now is to tack them all in place, get them all nice and square, and then I'll maybe try and get a welder just to weld up the C channel to the joist to really lock it in place. But one thing that's very satisfying being a tradie, like most of the time plumbers, they do stuff and they bury it and you never see it, but this is something that's bang up there and it's you'll be seeing it forever, sort of thing. And I love how when you go from low down over the top and it's just beautiful and flat, and you see those ones on YouTube where they slide the level across, and we can slide the level across, which is great. So that means there's no high points or low points. And yeah, it's turned out sweet, and I'm very stoked. I wish it was done the first like this in the first when the warehouse was first built. Even though he said that it was all done legit by his mate and everything, and to code, it definitely wasn't, because remember the photos where the insulation was just thrown in there and the floor joists were like non-structural, and it just wasn't done correctly. Anyway, but now this is how it should have been done, and it's going to last forever, which is good. Looking forward to moving on to the plumbing now. Electrics have got to be put in, and then we can put the ceilings in, and then I can start decking out the toilets and hooking the water up and stuff. So anyway, I'll keep going. Thanks guys.